defensive calling right there because they had someone shadowing him along his entire route, and he was right there ready to provide a hit that prevents him from making another catch to his big start.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10.
Claws red. Fierce yellow.
To throw now. Here's Love. He's going to air one out. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. Second quarter action, 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend. A reminder that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll check in with Jonathan Coachman from Orlando. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half of play. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They have to be pleased with the way that they've moved the football thus far.
And why wouldn't they be? 2 touchdowns on a field goal in their first 3 possessions. They're playing so well right now, the field goal probably feels like a disappointment.
Here's 2nd and 7. They fake the handoff. Now Murray completes it to Fant on the right side. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. It's a gain of 15, first down Seahawks. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful you're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
67 yards rushing for him now as he has been strong here in the first half of this divisional round matchup.
And this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
They'll bring one of the tight ends in motion left. Walker now on 1st and 10. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
On 2nd down, here's Murray. Throw out wide to Walker. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout. We'll see.
I know it was a game, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of a play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something, be a little more shifty.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Good open field tackling held it to an okay gain.
Here's Murray. He's got his running back out of the backfield. Touchdown, Seahawks. Kenneth Walker in the final seconds of the first half. And the Seahawks will extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point up and through by Myers. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17.
Jason Myers, the kickoff for Seattle.
So with 3 seconds remaining in the half, they will line up to kick this one away. Looking up into the lights, and he muffs it.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 16-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. 1 second, all that remains. And he's going to be taken down here as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3.
Jason Myers to kick off for Seattle.
A trip to the NFC title game hanging in the balance. Second half action back underway. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And Charles, that had to be an interesting locker room at halftime. This is a team that's had so much success this year. Haven't really had to deal with a lot of adversity at halftime, to be honest. But now here they are with their playoff lives on the line.
And I think when you're alluding to that interesting locker room, you're just wondering, how are they handling that bit of adversity that they're seeing right now? Because I think this is a team that has to look to lean on the veterans at this point. We know we're better than this. We've proved it all season. Let them disseminate that confidence through the locker room. But this opening drive, it'll be an important one for them to give them a little jolt of confidence moving forward.
Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. The good run on first down followed up by a not-so-good run on second down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on 3rd down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
Okay.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down.
Set, ready. Green Jack. Set.
They'll try and throw for it here. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Seahawks, they'll get the football back in outstanding field position. To the right side, this is Walker. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. This defense could use a few more plays like that right now.
It certainly could, but think about it from an offense's perspective right now. They've got a lead, but they don't want to throttle down too much and stall themselves. Still want to move at a nice pace.
Let's go.
Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. And not much running room. Down to the 32. So they've been unable to capitalize on the great field position as of yet. Here's 3rd and 9. Play action. Now it's Murray. And that is incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
Myers' kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So 3 more points tacked on, and this margin getting more comfortable by the minute.
And with the lead where it is, you can actually feel good about field goals. We talk all the time about scoring 6s, not 3s. But in this case, they're just looking to chew up some time and come away with points.
And he will make it back to the 15, and that's it. Good coverage there by the kick team. They were trying to create some space to run. They created the penalty.
And you work on it so much. You work on it so hard. But it's tough to simulate game speed in practice, and that often runs you into a penalty.
Keep it rolling, boys. That's it. Keep it rolling. Ready.
Now a first down run is sniffed out from the start as they'll drop him for a loss of 4.
If these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they're going to have to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
Here we
So
go.
the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14.
Blue striker. Drill green. Red, yellow. Black ultra. Ready?
Love this time is going to set up to throw it. Oh, what a read on the outside as it's intercepted. Clark Phillips has got it.
Well, it's a cold night, and whether you're a quarterback that wears a glove on his throwing hand or not, that ball is a rock, Brandon. You've got to really drive it through the cold and the wind, or it can take off on you, and that may have been what happened there.
Running left is Walker. He's able to get 6. A nice pickup down to the 21.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. 87 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. And they've got 3 tight ends here on 1st and goal to add some extra mass. Here's Murray. Sliding out of the pocket. And he'll just throw this one over in the way of the security crew. Incomplete here.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. In motion right, that's Metcalf. On 2nd down, it's Walker. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Ken Walker saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. And the Seahawks continue to pull the playoff surprise as they lead big here on the road. Myers connects on the PAT, and that stretches the lead all the way up to 27.
Jason Myers to kick off for Seattle.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And he'll elect not to run with it. The fair catch will move this out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Let's go.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
10 yards there and an Eagle first down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, you know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Now this one complete downfield on the left side. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Devontae Smith, 56 yards. And the Eagles are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the 3rd. Elliott good on the extra point. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Still operating with a comfortable lead despite the score a moment ago as they begin 1st and 10. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield.
I'm getting the sense that Fletcher Cox is making offensive linemen want to take the week off when they have to play against him.
It's a regular routine for him, isn't it?
It really is. That play there, that's him all day long. Good luck trying to block him and keep him from disrupting your offense.
And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. It's the Seahawks with the possession. They also have the lead here as we get set for the 4th and final quarter. 13 yards remaining on 2nd down. In motion goes the tight end. Left side here taken in by Metcalf. Just a gain of a couple there. And that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation.
It's a gain of 2 yards.
Backed up here. Tough spot. Needing 11 yards to pick up the first. Play fake. Murray. And this is going to be incomplete.
So many times we've seen him try to escape the pocket and do something with his legs, but in this case, the pressure was too intense and he made the wise choice to just get rid of the football and make sure no one was going to get it.
And here's Dixon to punt now as he gets this one away. Returning is Peppers. A nice job getting free on the return for 13 yards. And it will be Eagles football, 1st and 10. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Their hopes of advancing past this divisional round hanging by a thread, if that, as they begin here with a 1st and 10 on the wrong side of the scoreboard. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. Another pass attempt, another incompletion, and they're just a little over 100 yards passing here in this game, so defensively, pretty good job.
Definitely, because they were never really able to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers. So a lot of credit to the defensive game plan and especially the execution.
Just get in the pocket.
Love now on second down. Over the middle, complete. It's Smith. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be third and less than a yard.
Brings up third down.
Here's a handoff out of the gun. Oh, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done.
The tackle made back at his own 49.
Oh, and now movement and a whistle, and they may have to rethink their plans on fourth down.
Got it. Good game, Reb. All right.
Ready.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it.
Play it safe, boys. Play it safe.
Eagle blue.
Right offense. Keep pushing the ball
Pause red.
downfield.
Huge. Yellow. Green
Stay
jack.
here. Take it to him.
Set cut.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Two catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Eagles have got it back to a 2-score game here in the fourth. Elliott good with PHI2. He cuts this lead down to 13. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And he'll elect not to run with it. And the fair catch on the kickoff will move the ball to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And now first downs are key. They want to keep that clock moving, up by 2 scores as they try to cement their place in the conference championship round in 1 week's time. Here's Walker to start the drive. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. 101 yards rushing for him now as he goes over the century mark here in this divisional round matchup. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. In motion right, that's Metcalf. And going right back to Walker. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. This defense starting to buckle down when they need to, and right now they're winning this fourth quarter, losing the game, but they're winning in the fourth quarter.
And what a fine line it is about what they're trying to get done, because they're down, so they obviously need the football, need a score, but they can't be so aggressive as to give up their edge, their gaps, and have the offense hit them with a big play.
Running right, here's Walker. And not much room to speak of. He'll get about 3 up to the 41. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
Murray going to throw. That is caught. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That'll put him at 77 yards receiving for the ball game. It's a first down.
First down, Seattle.
Well, everybody was up there ready at the line of scrimmage, CD, but no snap, and the delay of game ensued.
Yeah, and I'm sure their head coach is asking the exact same thing. What's going on out there? Almost like they thought they had more time than actually was on the clock.
A give for Walker running right. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. That burst good for 20 and a first down.
Brendan, every great running backs coach I've talked with has always talked about when you have great vision, You're not consciously thinking about your cuts and your moves. You're just doing them. And I think that's what we're seeing tonight. He's about to run them into submission, hasn't he?
You took the words right out of my mouth. I was just going to use that phrase. He has run them into submission.
Wave the white flag.
5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on first down. And he's going to work this one down to about the 5. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Starting to become a tough spot for this defense. You're down fourth quarter, looking a little fatigued maybe on that side of the ball.
Partner, we've seen this before, haven't we? Because every coach we've ever talked to says body language is important. And now you're seeing guys with their hands on their hips, they're bent over, hands on their knees. And the offensive guys are just saying, let's just keep running it out, and we've got them now.
They are pushed back 5 yards by the delay of game, 2nd and 8. They run again with Walker, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming. Straight ahead, Walker. And he's going to be taken down here, still a couple yards short of the 1st. Now the Eagles will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it here with 1:07 remaining. A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
Myers' kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but they still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
And he is out of bounds as they'll start up past the 30.
At their own 31-yard line.
Bring it back. Here we go.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here.
Blue striker. Drill green. Ready?
Here's Love. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
Black Ultra. 6. Mega. Steel. Black. Ready.
Love looking to throw it. This is caught. It's ball. The Eagles will take their 3rd and final timeout as the clock stops here with 46 seconds left to play. And he's certainly been a huge factor in this one. He's got the 2 touchdowns to his credit. Now they look to him again. He picks up the 1st.
Yeah, I can hear everyone saying, well, why don't you cover him, double him, triple him, do what you have to do. But sometimes they get locked into such a groove and such a connection, it doesn't matter how many guys are in his area.
He certainly looks to be in that groove right now. Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete.
And while it's probably going to take a miracle at this stage, if they come down with this one in the end zone, they've still got a fighting chance. That one, however, winds up incomplete.
The clock reading 40 seconds. Here's 2nd and 10.
White. Ready?
Now Love. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Tariq Woolen picks it, and he will take this across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. With the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best, but these guys have been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's not always how you start, it's how you finish, right? So maybe you have a rough game all the way along, but if you make a big play like that at the right time, it can make everything turn out just okay.
A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9 at the 47-yard line.
Defense!
And they have secured a spot in the conference championship, and now you can start to smell it at this point in the season.